rained this morning, so the weather was kind of cool. All right, partially cool. It was stuffy, but it was cool. It wasn't sunny or uncomfortable. So it's a new month. We're still in the new month of November. For a couple of us, we're still expecting that whatever it was that we asked God for at the beginning of the year, that He makes sure He fulfills it before the year runs out. So for a couple of us, like someone like me that has high expectation for this year, I'm still expecting God to answer me. So I believe that we're in the same boat and God will answer us before the end of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachuku. On the Evening Rush, we look at topical issues across Nigeria's socio-economic and political landscape. We have a logical perspective to supposedly looking into these issues. We have analysts who gives us their own perspectives, who helps us correct the narratives. And right here, we get to sieve out the real facts from the rumors or speculations. It's our job to actually, most of the time, criticize the government's policies and look at means through which we can shed more light or spotlight on the aspects that the government has failed and commend them where they have actually done the needful. Once again, welcome. We do this audio visual. So if you're joining us for the very first time and you want to virtually be part of the conversation, that is, you want to see us in the studio, we go live on YouTube. So kindly go to your YouTube application or your iOS or Android device. Actually, on the app of YouTube, on the search bar, type VOP 903 FM on that search bar. Once you see that, obviously in your search handles or history, it will pop up. Okay, once it does, you see the VOP logo. There's a red circle on the logo. It indicates that we're live. So you click on it and you can participate on the program this evening. I don't think I have to introduce to you exactly what is going on across the polity, but let's start off with this. The former Anambra State Governor, Mr. Peter Obi, and the 2023 presidential candidate for the Labour Party has finally opened up after a lot of concerns, especially on social media, by his opponents to express a sense of unity and nationhood. There have been calls for Peter Obi to say something, especially by the supporters of the government. They have been quite derogatory in their remarks towards him, but they have been asking for he and Atiku Abubakar to say something. He has eventually expressed grave concerns over the recent designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern by the United States. And as we do know that the Nigerian government was declared, or Nigeria as a country was declared as a country of particular concern, with Trump threatening military airstrikes or military invasion if the political elite do not do something as soon as possible in curtailing insecurity, specifically insecurity according to the US that targets Christians in some locations in the country. And because of that, Peter Obi then admitted that this insecurity did not start with Bwala Tinubu's administration. However, he blamed the present administration for lacking competence, commitment, prudent use of resources, patriotism, and passion. So he says the recent pronouncement by the US government declaring Nigeria a country of particular concern and indicating possible military action should give everyone in Nigeria serious concern. There is no doubt that Nigeria is experiencing an unprecedented level of insecurity with attendant carnage and the most shocking loss of lives and property. According to Amnesty International, over 10,000 people have been killed in Nigeria since May 2023, and I have repeatedly lamented the unwarranted and unprovoked killing of Nigerians, which he says is most condemnable, and all efforts must be made to bring it to a stop. While the insecurity did not start with the present government, what is most unfortunate is a lack and absence of competence, commitment, prudent use of resources, patriotism, and passion on the part of the APC-led government and leaders to effectively galvanize, and lead Nigeria where no one is unwarrantedly oppressed and killed. A nation where peace, truth, and justice reign. Yes, that's basically what Peter Obi said in regards to that. Now, because of the country of particular concern, one, two, with the Trump threats on Nigeria, the Chad government has announced an immediate closure of its border with Nigeria on heightened security concerns fueled by rumors of the purported US forces movement in parts of West Africa. Military sources in N'Djamena confirmed today that President Muhammad Idris Deby Itno ordered a military lockdown on the Nigerian border, with after intelligence indicated that terrorist actors from northern Nigeria were planning to cross into Chad. So, according to Zagazola Makama, Chadian troops and armored vehicles have been deployed to critical routes from Nigeria, and all units are now at full readiness. President Derby reportedly warned that no armed group or foreign force will be allowed to enter Chadian soil under any disguise. As you do know very well that Chad, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. These are countries who says they want to emancipate themselves from any form of international control, specifically by their colonial masters, and that's France. And since then, they beefed up their border against any form of external influence, specifically from their European counterparts. Now, the special advisor on policy communication to President Bwala Tinubu, Daniel Bwala, has claimed that it would be diplomatically unacceptable for the U.S. to carry out any military operation in Nigeria without consent. Bwala stated this in an interview with the BBC World Service on Monday. He insisted that Nigeria is a sovereign nation and that any form of foreign intervention in its internal security issues must be collaborative and respectful of its territorial integrity. In regards to that as well, the Office of the National Security Advisor and top security chiefs are scheduled to brief the media on Monday afternoon. Obviously, it's supposed to be today, following the U.S. President Donald Trump's threat to deploy American troops to Nigeria over alleged terrorist attacks on Christians. The Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Malam Nare Isa Onilu, disclosed the plan during the monthly National Joint Security Press briefing in Abuja. So, Lanre Onilu said the media engagement would address recent allegations of genocide, provide Nigerians and the international community with the federal government's official position. According to him, the session would also highlight ongoing government efforts to tackle insecurity and other criminal activities across the country. Isa Onilu said the joint briefing, which has become a monthly accountability platform, would offer detailed insights into the operations, reforms, collaborative strategies being implemented by the nation's security, challenges, especially through its security agencies. In regards to that as well, Nigerians have reacted in several fora with what the NSA decided to do, and the question they asked was, it took Trump to speak before all the security arms of government decided to wake up from their slumber. A couple of persons felt that the national security advisor is actually speaking too late, which actually implicates the security arm that they were indeed involved or supposedly lackluster or lackadaisical in their attitude to handling the security crisis in Nigeria. Peter Obi had actually said that this is actually going to create a sense of incompetency, specifically with how Nigerians have been calling on the government of the day to speak up and act accordingly based on what they have disclosed. Meanwhile, Daniel Bwala, still in the news, is disclosing that IPOB is the one responsible for the Christian genocide conversation, which made the United States government decide to supposedly invade Nigeria's military, or rather call the country or mention it or list it amongst countries of particular concern. According to Daniel Bwala, in a very recent interview, he said since 2016, this was basically how IPOB has supposedly made all these remarks in the United States. Then Nigerians decided to come up with old tweets from 2014 of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as well as former Aviation Minister Fani Kaide, Reno Omokri, one of the propagandists of the Tinubu government, as well as other top persons within the APC echelon. There were videos and pictures of the president with former U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. That's not the only thing as well, and also talks about supposedly denigrating the competence of Jonathan's government by saying indeed there was a Christian genocide at the time, and they had written to the U.S. government that insecurity was plaguing the country and Jonathan lacked the competence to handle that. So the question that came to mind was, how is Bwala blaming IPOB for the genocidal talk, or is that not the reality that indeed there is a genocide on Nigerian citizens with the onslaught by some religious extremists in certain locations across the country? Meanwhile, the Nigerian police has disclosed that they have declared Omoyele Sowore wanted for wanting to create incite riot and disorder in Lagos State. Let's take a very brief listen to the Commissioner of Police Lagos State on his recent remarks concerning Omoyele Sowore.
I hereby, as the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command, declares Sowore wanted. I declare him wanted for the act of causing disturbance of public peace and an act to commit serious felony by planning and putting all the plan in motion to obstruct traffic on the terminal to cause hardship for Lagosians and other Nigerians, and especially visitors who are transiting through this end. We will not allow this to happen. These are the equipment, and we ensure that we are closing on him anywhere he is. He should be aware that we are closing on him. Wilant is doing video and he couldn't come down. Let him come down. He came down in Abuja. Why is he afraid to come down in Lagos? He should come down. He should come down. Wherever he is, he should report himself to the nearest police station. Because I'm going to arrest him and investigate him and prosecute him. Thank you. We have made 13 arrests of this miscreant and hoodlum because there's no any reason why this protest must take place. The people who are concerned, who are residents of Owerri-Soki, have been paid compensation by government for those who deserve, who entitled rather to the compensation in the law. And the people have remained in peace and they've been living in peace in the community. But it's coming to Lagos to instigate crisis, to instigate violence, will not be tolerated. And I want all Lagosians to still go about their lawful businesses without any fear or pressure. Let him come down, let him put his leg on ground. He's riding in a vehicle and he's making video that police has covered everywhere and he can't come down. It's the same way police come everywhere that I came down in Abuja. Let him come down here and you will see the wrath of the law.
All right, that's the Commissioner of Police for Lagos State. Meanwhile, Sowore has reacted to his being declared wanted by the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Moshood Jimoh. He confirmed the development on his social media handle, said despite several attempts to reach the Commissioner Jimoh to clarify the matter, his calls had gone unanswered. Now, you do know that Sowore decided to respond by saying the Lagos Police Commissioner Moshood Jimoh has reportedly declared me wanted for disturbance of public peace, allegedly as a result of his officers' inability to execute a shoot-on-sight order given by his illegal IGP Kaide Egbetokun in Owerri-Soki today. Despite my repeated attempts to contact Nigerian Police Force Commissioner Jimoh, he has not taken my calls. Nevertheless, I plan to meet with him soon to address this declaration. So obviously, the police of Lagos State has clamped down on any form of protest in the state, especially as regards the Owerri-Soki saga that recently went viral. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the only thing of interest to look into. Let's go back memory lane. Okay, very recent memory lane. Let's go back to that. The reason why I'm saying so is that this conversation about insecurity did not start today. Plans by certain individuals to create mayhem in the polity and how they are still working free. Femi Falana very recently disclosed that some of these individuals who have been the bane of the insecurity in the country are still working free and have not been able to be prosecuted, and he doesn't know why the government of the day seems to be giving them a sense of supposed asylum and they are still being corroborated into the system. Femi Falana also briefed by addressing the situation way back in time, said this did not start today, is a problem that is quite tumultuous, and he believes that if the government wanted to be reactive, they would have been reactive a very long time ago. Also, there were talks about how the Jonathan government wanted to deal with these individuals by bringing in mercenaries. Let's take a very brief listen to this. Okay, I will try to have that sorted out.
You cannot just sit down watching them.
Okay. All right, we'll try to get that when the whole thing is completely taken, but it's quite important for us to get a preview of this conversation being had before now and how supposedly it went to the back burner. Nobody decided to discuss it anymore. Okay, I think it's...
You cannot just sit down watching them to do whatever they feel like doing simply because they are professionals. You cannot talk to them. Give them target. During Jonathan, we brought mercenaries. They were about to finish Boko Haram. But because of our complacency and personal aggrandizement and personal interest, we asked them to go back. And we are still battling with the issue. I was in Borno State as a member of a state House of Assembly when the mercenaries were in Borno. They were less than 30. They operate in a place like this. Everybody with a laptop before him. observing what is happening in the bush. The moment they discover an enclave, they will be able to identify how many weapons do they have, what kind of weapons are they using, how many.
All right. In the meantime,
How many explosives do they have? They will take only 3 or 4 people in a chopper. Go and clear everything. They will snap pictures before clearing them and bring back exhibit. We are about to finish it. And because of interest, personal interest, that if
all right. Meanwhile, the United States government has actually declared 12 northern governors, prominent traditional rulers, as well as senior judges at the center of a looming diplomatic storm as the United States Congress considers a bill that could impose far-reaching sanctions on them over alleged complicity in what American lawmakers describe as indeed a Christian genocide and systematic persecution under Nigeria's Sharia and blasphemy laws. This obviously follows the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern by President Donald Trump and his instruction to the Secretary of State Marco Rubio to act immediately without delay. Apparently, the Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act of 2025, sponsored by Republican Senator Ted Cruz, designates Nigeria as a country of particular concern for religious persecution, and the bill proposes direct sanctions against public officials and religious authorities accused of promoting or tolerating violence against Christians and other religious minorities. Ladies and gentlemen, let me very quickly introduce my guests in the studio this beautiful Monday evening, and that's Barrister Darlington Agumo. Barrister Darlington, good evening. How are you?
Star.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
The weather is cool now.
Yes,
I am
the
no
weather is
longer
cool.
complaining.
No, I'm not complaining.
Yes, it's
Have
cool.
I ever complained when the weather is cool?
You don't
okay,
like.
yes, I have.
You
It's
don't
true.
like hot weather.
I don't like too much cold weather, and I don't like too much hot weather. Yes,
you
let
like-
it be in between.
Oh, you like it as it is now, Bi?
Yes, I like it as it
Good,
is.
good.
Very
And that
good.
means you can be able to perform well now.
Barrister Darlington, if you don't quite this early evening, perform well. I have always performed well, regardless of whatever weather
No,
condition.
you don't perform on that.
I don't wait.
On that hot weather.
on that-
The heat is too much. Who does well on that hot weather? Oh my God, Esther, is that not true?
Oh my God, Barrister Darlington, it's too early for you to start this. Please, yes.
Okay, I should not tell them.
Don't tell them what do you want to tell them?
Don't worry, don't worry.
Say tell them what.
Since you have already appealed, don't worry.
Say, where did I appeal?
I appeal. So I should not talk.
You're boboing yourself. Barrister Darlington, welcome.
Esther, you're welcome too. How was the weekend?
Well, I was here yesterday as usual. You know me. We love the job. We work together. We need to inform Nigerians of current happenings in the country. So, but my Saturday was quite okay. I cooked my favorite soup, by the way.
Which soup?
Oha soup.
Aye. I trust you. Oha
I love it. Oha soup with achara. It was so amazing.
Yeah. I'm salivating.
Yeah, oh, really? This is your big tummy.
I remember. Yeah, you gave me some. Okay, yeah.
Which I did not give you anything. You've not eaten my oha soup. Neither have you eaten my oha soup with achara. So you did not taste. You did not taste it. Instead of you to beg me to bring for you, don't say you have tasted it. You did not taste it.
I thought I did.
You did not anything. You did not. Not.
Okay, the ball is your court now.
Barrister Darlington, let's start off with the recent. Let's start off with Lagos State declaring Omoyele Sowore wanted. Do you think the police commissioner was being dramatic? A cross section of Nigerians has said he's been dramatic, and he's saying that there will be no protest because for Oronsheki residents that they have been sorted out. On Friday, we had some of them here, and they said no. It was supposedly those who own the land, who leased it out, who collected money, but not them who have stayed there all this while, that they that collected money don't even stay in the community. So what's your take on this?
I will advise Sowore. The protest he goes about to carrying out here and there. Some of them are meaningless. Seriously.
You don't think he should protest
No, see, I said,
with this Oronsheki matter?
listen,
Okay.
the place he went for protest is not the right place. Yes, that is not the right place for him to do this protest. The Lagos State House of Assembly is there. The governor for office is there. These are the authorities who will take this matter to and who will be ready to do something, if at all. Not to go and block the express road. For what? Esther, for what? The people he's talking to, they are not even aware. They don't even know what he's doing. Most times he does something upside down, expecting people to cheer him that yes, And that is why Bayo Onanuga called him a career anarchist. You just create problem where there should be none. Take this matter to the authorities who will listen to you and do something. Okay, this protest
he
now.
tried to reach the commissioner of police, but he declined. He had not picked his calls.
What will the police do? Police are errand boys to the government. Police are errand boys. What would they do? Tell me, Esther. What would the police do? Will the police commissioner review the place? No, tell me. Isn't the one? Look, I have said it before. I don't like people who just create problem where there should be none. You scatter everything, just mess up everything, just to pull crowd and all that.
You think he's trying to pull crowd?
What else is he doing?
Don't
what
you
else?
think that the situation at Oronshuki is dastardly?
Esther, you didn't
it looked
hear
like
me.
a Gaza zone,
You didn't
and
hear
it's
me.
worth protesting for
Esther,
if the people feel they've been neglected by the government.
Esther,
Sir?
that thing he did there now, what result did he produce? Instead of taking this into the places I mentioned, they are the people who will listen and say, okay, we are going to do something about this. Yes. Not to block the express road. Not to block it won't bring anything, nothing. It will not. And I challenge you to tell me otherwise. It will not. When you go and even occupy Lagos State House or governor's office, attention will be drawn. They will be forced to do something. Because the embarrassment and the shame will not even allow them to keep quiet. They will say, okay, based on what is going on, let us, do something. They are the one who will do something here. If at all. Because I know that the order came from Abuja. Not even from Lagos State. You can see that most times, when you want to do this protest, he will leave the boot that farted and he will be knocking the head. Deliberately, the boot that farted, he will leave it and be knocking the head.
Can you expatiate for that? You say
Now,
the issue on ground, he doesn't address it, but he does something else. Is that what you're referring to?
He doesn't address it the proper way.
Okay.
He doesn't address to the people concerned, those who are actually the culprit here. He doesn't talk to them. He doesn't mention them. For example, when he was talking about IDP Egbetoku here, I said, come, Egbetoku did not elongate his tenure. Somebody elongated it for him. Go to that person. If you are really serious, go to that person. You know where the person is doing his office. Go there. He is the person who will now feel embarrassed and say, this thing I did is not good. Okay, let me reverse it. Rather, you are attacking the man. Even though that thing was properly done in law. He went to the National Assembly and they amended the section of the Constitution about police IGP appointment and accommodated it. They amended the part of that Constitution and the Police Act, accommodated it. So who amended it? These are the people you should go to. Ask them, why did you do this? Rather, you are attacking the IGP, calling him illegal IGP. Esther, is that proper in law? Hold on, is that what to do?
But is the IGP's tenure meant to have been extended based on the Police Service Act?
You have.
I'm just asking for him to have maintained that.
You didn't hear what I said. That it has been amended just to accommodate what has been done. So if they have been amended and the law approved of it, National Assembly, what else is illegal here? Tell me. It would have been a different thing if the IGP was allowed to stay there without any amendment, without any constitutional review and all that, without going through the National Assembly. You say, this is not good though. By that time, when you now protest, I didn't even call the man illegal. People will listen to you. But when the due process of the law has been carried out, what is illegal here? Esther, tell me, what is illegal? Must we clap for everything? Must we just celebrate everything? Nobody has the monopoly of protest. Nobody. So whenever you want to do this, let him do it the proper way so that people will listen to him. Yes.
But Shura did not come down from his vehicle. He was still in his vehicle before he was declared wanted.
Exactly. They say he should come down. Can you imagine? These are part of the tricks he played that I don't like. He was just driving around taking pictures. Come down, go to the waterfront and protest. Esther, you can see what I'm telling you about this particular man and the way he does things.
Barrister, is it plausible to say you just don't like this guy?
No. Look, Esther.
Is it personal for you or you think it's his conduct or body language?
Esther, what I'm saying about him, is it true or false? Look, I don't like people saying you don't like him.
A couple of Nigerians feel that Shura is one person that has stood out amongst the opposition, who has been brazen, who has been bold, who has always spoken up for the people, who has not really been political with his intent in calling the government of the day out. They also believe that he's so brazen to the point that when he sees the negativity that the government has displayed, he calls it regardless of who they are, compared to what the opposition does in political statements being reeled out, especially other opposition political party members. And you believe that there is a crux with Chiwere's attitude.
Esther, please, I want to ask you a question. Mention one single protest Chiwere carried out that brought any good to anybody. Just one. I'm not saying two. One. Mention. That when Chiwere protested, the government reversed what they did. When Chiwere protested, in fact, we can see the dividend. The naira has improved. There's no more poor people in Nigeria. Hunger has stopped. No, tell me one, just one single one. Look at this latest one with Nnamdi Kanu. I was shouting my head off here. Nobody listened to me. Now they have scattered that man's case.
So you think it's a protest that scattered?
No, what else?
What else? Keep repeating that.
What else? Tell me, what is the dividend of that protest now for Nnamdi Kanu? What did he yield for Nnamdi Kanu? Tell me. His brother is now in incarceration. His lawyer, the same thing. Tell me what one single thing. The man will be thinking about his own brother now, who is into detention, and himself into detention. Who suffers? Is it not the family, Esther? Esther, is it not the family of Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think Nnamdi Kanu wanted such a thing? And some people are not in the comfort of their homes, so you can see how people deceive others. Esther, please, I have seen this thing before. I cannot be deceived with the protest again, except where there is genuity in it. I will be here to say it. That was how the president protested under Nadeko. We thought he was fighting for you and I. Esther, they fought under Nadeko, telling us that Nigeria will do this. They push you, Abiola. If you die, Nigeria will burn. You cannot be a slave in your father's house. You should declare yourself a president. And as they were saying this, they were heading towards Semeboda, Nadeko route. And left Abiola to die here. And when he died, no single hand no finger was raised in his fight. Is that not what happened, Esther? So how many times will you now learn the lesson? Every June 12th, they go to his grave. I told you street there and be dancing. June 12th. Meanwhile, this man has not been recognized as the president that never was. Esther, can you just imagine how dubious some people can be? Do you know that the death of Abiola opened the door for many people here? Those who wouldn't have smelt that presidency, some of them are there now, because Abiola was technically removed, and nobody said anything against that man's death up to today. And they were protesting, fighting. You think they are fighting for Abiola? They should keep this into themselves. We are tired of it. They know what they are doing. Look at you went to protest and you are inside your vehicle taking pictures. The police commissioner told you, calm down. You didn't hear when he was saying it. He should have calmed down now. Nigeria should have come down at Oroshoki. And we see him carrying placard and all that. Yes, we now know that in fact, you are genuine. Wherever you see crisis, he will cash on it. He will cash on, even when he was not invited though. That was why when NSAS protest, he went to meet them at Alausa. They drove him away. They didn't want him to join that protest. And that's why he was not angry. He wanted to kill it with his own protest. Very clever human being. Very clever. The money that was donated for this protest, where is it? Did anybody give account? Or was no money donated? Esther, you want to tell me that nobody donated money here? We are hearing about over 1 billion naira. Let's assume you spend 100 for logistics and all that. Where is the remaining money? Every time this guy does organize protests to cash out. To cash out.
All right. Now, Mr. Peter Obi has eventually responded to the U.S. military invasion. The threat actually for the U.S. military invasion by Donald Trump. And he maintained that insecurity did not start with Tinubu's government. But the question here is why there have been calls by bot accounts. I call them bot accounts because they have no profile, asking him to say something, he and Atiku Abubakar, when he is not the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He said in his tweet today that he has consistently criticized the lack of competence from the government in addressing insecurity and the supposed anyhowness in addressing this problem, but the insecurity did not start today. Another thing of concern was what's his name, Bwala, going on national television because he's currently not in the country. He's been attending several international media outlets to debunk the story that Nigeria is literally going through a phase of Christian genocide. He's been addressing all their media to clear that narrative. The same time, Bwala was the one who reeled out an information that on Tuesday, President will be meeting with Mr. Donald Trump, all for him to later clarify that that's not the case, that the president will be attending the G20 summit. And it was quite surprising for that quick reaction after what Trump said just 2 days after he made that statement. Now, Bwala is blaming IPOB that they were the ones who started the claim of Christian genocide in Nigeria in 2016, and that the US cannot rely on very old information to categorize or classify Nigeria as a country of particular concern or a country that is hostile towards Christians. Meanwhile, we saw old tweets and videos of the president at the time as an opposition, along with Rotimi Amechi, who is now in the ADC, John Odige Oyegu, former and late President Muhammadu Buhari, all with John Kerry. They had also instituted the Christian genocide against Nigeria, which was a vulnerability they used to topple former President Jonathan's government. How do you clarify this information?
Esther, you see this government and their propagandists, they have lost it. Especially this Bwala. And
don't you think it was a dangerous statement he made in regards to the fact that you're supposed to be calling for nationhood, but you're dividing the polity further? If you go on social media, you will literally see the blatant, acidic, toxic expletives, all because some certain persons decided to call out the government and say there is insecurity, and we're happy that the US government is calling this out.
Okay, fine. Esther, you can see that this government, they know what they are doing deliberately. This insecurity, they know what is going on. It's just that they don't want anybody to call them out. That is their anger here. They never believe that this thing will snowball into what is going on today. But severally, some of us have been saying it, two of us, severally, we have said it here. I've told you that there's something going on with, I've said it severally here. But the government just, they don't mind them, the naysayers. They call us naysayers. But what is going on? Is this supposed to be going on? As a government, how do you want anybody to be comfortable that the government, federal government, is sending emissaries to terrorists, dining and whining with them? Then they are giving conditions.
There are even videos of some politicians sharing money to this terrorist.
I am telling you, for what purpose, Esther? For what purpose? And this has emboldened these boys to continue with what they are doing. Like I confronted the Gumi this morning. When you were going into the forest and telling us that anybody,
guys are your brothers.
They
are warriors.
They are their boys. Anybody that attack them will not vote for that person. They are our boys. You know that if we don't listen to their demand, there will be no peace in Nigeria. When you were going into the bush and was, upbeat about it, what are you thinking? Now that the thing has come to this level, you are looking for somebody to blame.
But
Blame yourself.
There are also concerns that even the Arewa influencers, the Arewa politicians, even the Sultan, whenever these religious extremists carry out most of these heinous crimes, they don't come out to speak out. They keep quiet. And all of them are now speaking out now.
I am telling you, because look, Esther, I told you that what happened in 1967 will not happen in 2025. If they should start this religious war, you don't need anybody to tell you how long it will take and how it will end. With the interest of America. In fact, the Christians don't need to invade America. They will come themselves to defend them.
America cannot invade a nation without the nation permitting them.
Esther, listen very well.
Possible.
Esther, listen very well. Leave that thing.
Why do you say
they
that
did it in Afghanistan? They did it in Vietnam. Forget that thing.
You're saying they can do it without the country knowing.
The difference here is that in this particular case now, it's a religious war. Because it is the Christians that are being murdered.
Okay, based on how the US is tagging it.
Yes, that the Christians. So if they are coming to the, would you like to give support to somebody who want to help you? Afghanistan and the Vietnam, like that man was saying in the morning, they are different cases. Their own was ideological war.
No, but Barry said my crux here is how this thing happened, and instead of the supporters of the government, which I know they are doing their job, to say, okay, I think this is a clarion call for the government to look into the insecurity in the country. They are tagging Igbos, they are tagging IPOB, they are calling Peter Obi, they are calling Atiku Abubakar, and the context is these are Nigerian youth who are supposedly meant to be quite intelligent and exposed. Unfortunately, the expression is quite disappointing.
They have stopped their head. They have stopped it with Naira. Naira is in their head.
Do you think so?
Yes. You think they are doing it for nothing? Hold on. Would they be doing all this for nothing? They have stopped their head with Naira. That's why I've already told you. When you see all these people saying all these things, go and look at the news behind the news. That's why in fact, I've said it here. The whole world cannot persuade me otherwise if I'm right in what I'm saying.
But in what context
for them,
those people come in? Because there is a Barrister Darlington. There is an issue. There is insecurity in this country. Barrister, from this year, you saw the blatant murdering of residents in Plateau State. Remember Mango? Remember Bokos? In fact, more than literally, they came simultaneously 2 different times. And the president was called on. And what the president said to the governor was, go and solve it. The situation of Benue, I'm even talking about the ones that are quite recent, that happened in a wholesome manner. It was the Pope, the new inaugurated Pope in Rome, who had to say, please pray for our Christian brothers and sisters in Benue who were murdered in their sleep, before the president decided to come to the state to address it. Barrister Darlington, on several occasions we will read on this platform, on the news, killings that took place. The NSA, the chief of army staff, the chief of defense staff, the Nigerian police, no person or aide of the presidency comes to show a means of empathy and say we are working to ensure that, assiduously working to ensure this doesn't continue. There is a lack of commitment, there is complacency, literal lack of empathy in what is going on. And then what is obviously happening is being stated by Trump, and it now feels like because people are saying this is the truth, you now seem to be against your country.
No, you see, Esther, look at what's going on here. As I talk to you now, some Benue and Plateau villages are being occupied by the terrorists. They have even renamed it. Esther, imagine you are here in Lagos and you are hearing that your ancestral home in the village is being occupied by people from nowhere, and you have a federal government that swore to protect you and your property, and they are doing nothing. Esther, they are doing nothing. And I have asked you here again, mention one of those Fulani states in the north or Muslim states in the north that are being occupied in such a manner.
Barrister, on Sunday night, terrorists attacked Igbonla community in Irekpodun local government area, Kwara State. They abducted several residents during a late night raid just on Sunday night. Although we have heard about some purposeful effort from our security agencies ever since the president changed the service chiefs in Kogi State, they've been able to crack down kidnappers, then rescued 2 of those who were abducted. But we are still experiencing the onslaught. The NSA has decided to brief the media concerning this. Do you think the NSA is coming out too late?
Nothing. This is our fire brigade approach. Esther, leave that thing. This is fire brigade approach. Let them start by dislodging these people in Benue and Plateau villages. Let them start from there. Esther, let them start from there. Those are people's homes, and the owners of those homes are in IDP camp. So what are you fighting? What are you deceiving yourself for? Because Donald Trump spoke, Abi. Then after a time now, they will resume again. You can see now that is quiet over there now. Is that not true? There is quiet. You can see the deceitful nature these people are using. Very, very deceitful. Because of this thing now, they have kept quiet for 2-3 weeks now. Imagine Benue and Plateau staying for 3 weeks without any killing. It's unheard of. Esther, is like a miracle. It's unheard of. But because of this thing now, look at it. and you are telling me that this is really the end. As long as those people are occupying those villages, they will strike again. Go and dislodge them. That was what the IDP promised when he was appointed. Dislodge them, especially when you have told us that they are not even from Nigeria. Why would you allow terrorists from another country to occupy Nigeria's villages? For what? How do you explain that? You open your mouth as a government and told that these people, they are not even from Nigeria. Are you serious? Look at a government that meant to protect their people. Immediately this thing happened, and Donald Trump started asking to prepare for war. Chad closed their border with Nigeria without any prompting.
Yes, they
close it.
They said they don't want any foreign entrance
because already the terrorists are already panicking. They are looking for safer haven now.
Yes, they will have to leave.
That is how a leader. Oh God Almighty!
Barrister Darling, these terrorists come on motorbikes in their large numbers, invade communities. Where do they buy their petrol?
They disappear. No,
where disappear to where?
To nowhere.
Is it wrong if the government of the day decides to collaborate with the American security forces to help us rout out this guy? You recall that in 2014 thereabout, the former president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan actually decided to employ some mercenaries. There were about just 30 of them. If you had listened to the audio I played here, very few persons with their equipment in having to know where these guys are. If you also recall that the Zamfara state governor had actually mentioned that he knows the enclaves of these guys. He knows where they are. He knows how to locate them, but he would need a directive from the federal government to actually route them out. So if a governor actually knows who these guys are, where they reside, what exactly is stopping the government from engaging the governor to dictate or show them where these guys are and kill them off? Or is this a deliberate means of certain individuals to continue to profit with the innocent blood of Nigerians for their own personal pockets?
Esther, on several locations you have had our military. You have had them. They say that whenever they are getting close to these terrorists, at the last minute they will give them order to stand down. True or false?
True.
Good. That is at the battlefield, at the battlefield, where they are ready to go for the kill. They will receive order. Order from above. Stay action. Esther, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? The main fact that some people, some American FBI had to come to Nigeria and arrest 11 sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria. Is it not a big shame? Meanwhile, the 400 names they gave you, you are still sitting on it up to today. Sitting on it. And you are telling me what Donald Trump is saying is not like that. Do you think they have time to listen to your rambling? Hold on. Do you think those people over there, they have time for your rambling, speaking from both sides of your mouth? Do you know the person I pity most in all these things? Is Father Kuka. He just rubbish his name by what that thing he went to go and say over there. After all the misery, after all the diplomacy, it came to nothing. Donald Trump still went ahead to do what he wanted to do. Tell me that man is wrong. Tell me. This is how they be deceiving Nigerians. Every time, no, it's not like that. Government is doing something. Then, like Mumu, all of us will go and keep quiet. Then they will resume again. What have we not done? What have they not told us, Esther? One single reason for this thing is what? Religious sentiment. That is why they pamper these boys. Nothing else. Nothing else, Esther. I have told you here that if you remove religious sentiment and tribal and ethnic sentiment from this equation, this insecurity will end today. Today. But because of mostly religious sentiment, and somebody is telling me that they have no religion. Are you serious? They have no religion and you are supporting and pampering them. Can you just imagine? Every time they will try to be clever. I don't know who they want to deceive. Is it me at this age? It can never happen. Esther, it can never happen. They have deceived us enough. I told you that, look, if you people can be as peaceful as we are over here, Nigeria will be peaceful.
Barrister, a lawyer on Channel Television today said that one of the reasons the U.S. government doesn't trust the Nigerian military is because during joint operations with American soldiers, some Nigerian soldiers were leaking intelligence. Of
course.
So if the Nigerian security apparatus and the intelligence unit is already, compromised, then what what's the conscious effort that can be done by the government to tackle this head on? Because if there are certain elements who will deliberately manipulate and distort the conscious effort of the FG to rout out this guy, then what should be done? How do they clear out the moles? I remember Jirika had come out to declare that indeed there were moles within their internal security agencies, and they were really planning by doing that. One of the things they do is to give false intel, and once they give a false intel and it goes out, they know indeed one of them is actually responsible for that. But it is still going on, like how these individuals know when the Nigerian military is coming and set up traps for them, or even they know they're coming to the barracks and nobody gives the soldiers at the barracks any information, and then they are invaded. So if that is the case, if there's no conscious effort, or there are certain persons mutilating the effort of the government, then what should be done?
Esther, it means that you have to profile your military. Profile them. That's what is done anywhere in the world. If you check America, when they want to employ you they look at your social media and look at how you have been talking and how you have been behaving and all that. Look at your background. Do you have any terrorist tendency in you? Have you been doing things that will suggest that yes, you can compromise security? They don't do that over there. But here, all manner of people enter the military. Even those who cannot pronounce their name, you put them there. So with a little prodding, with a little psychological assault, they won't even know when they give us information. They won't know.
Arisa, do you think this is the time for all Nigerians to come together and work as one in ensuring that this narrative is it's quenched, it doesn't continue anymore? But it feels like division is what some certain elements in government want.
Esther, we have already come together over here in the south. That is why you see have Nigeria.
Like we have come together.
Seriously. If not for the southern people of Nigeria, especially the Igbos,
you think
where is this peace now?
Well, a couple of people feel that since the Igbos were supposedly excited with Trump, not all the Igbos,
of course, yes,
some Igbos, some Southeasterners, whom a couple of persons term as IPOB, were quite excited for what Trump said. They have tagged them as persons who do not want Nigeria's unity, don't want them to grow. They're asking the government to please give them their Biafra so they don't share nations with them.
Esther, where do you have the majority number of Christians in Nigeria today? Where? Which part of which region? That is almost 100% Christians in Nigeria today. Is it not the southeast? Go and check. It's the southeast and maybe seconded by south. We are the one holding the peace. These other people, they don't want to hear the word peace. That is why they have brought this into Nigeria. Esther, somebody who wants to go and bring terrorists into Nigeria, does he want peace in that country? Nobody has answered this question ever since it started. You say you love Nigeria. You say you're a patriotic Nigeria. You say you want peace in Nigeria. You say you want development in Nigeria. And you go and bring terrorists. And you came out in the open here, in the media, on camera, and you are beating your chest, telling us, yes, how you brought them, that you told them to come, that the jihad have started in Nigeria. A Nigerian, Esther, a Nigerian. And these same people is now talking about insecurity. Can you imagine? And nobody is calling him out. They are the same people who is blaming America that want to help you. Since you cannot rein in your mad dog, somebody want to do that. Is it not the owner of a mad dog that rein the mad dog in? Since you have refused to do that, and the mad dog is eating everybody, people now want to gather and kill that mad dog so that you will not bite everybody
the
again.
The governor of Anambra State, Chukwuma Soludo, during a media chat on Sunday, cautioned Trump against oversimplifying Nigeria's security challenges, stressing that the problems facing the nation are far more complex than a religious conflict. He dismissed Trump's threats. He literally said he doesn't believe that he can do it, and as a country, America has a right to hold its own views, but whatever it does must fall within the boundaries of international international law and thereby urged for international diplomatic engagement. He also said that the killings in the southeast or in some sections of the country are done by a Christian, and Emeka, a Vincent, a Felix, and all that. In other words, you can't categorize all the killings to be done by supposed persons from a particular ethnic group or practicing a certain religion. Now, you recall very recently, not too long ago, Chukwuma Soludo said that 99.9% of insecurity in Anambra State is being done by the Anambran youth. Most of them are from that state, and if that is the case, nobody should be calling that it is Fulani terrorists or anybody from any other region that is causing this. In other words, the tagging of Christian genocide happening. How do you classify what is going on in the southeast? Would you say it is some religious extremists that are killing Christians, or it is some certain people who are killing themselves?
Esther, Soludo is going to contest the election this Saturday.
Okay.
You want him to do what?
So you think it's just a what? A gimmick?
It's a political statement.
Wow.
It's as simple as that.
So you want to make a political statement and you supposedly throw your own people under the bus. Do you think that's how anybody who wants to get relevance
you are not getting it, Esther.
Okay.
He doesn't want to offend the federal government.
What has the federal government got to do with his re-election? His works will speak for itself. Yes, if you do well, the people will vote for you.
Esther, surely you don't know what is happening in Nigeria.
Please kindly enlighten us,
Good.
Barrister.
Esther, were you not here when some people went to Aso Rock and Tinubu were telling them, do you want me to give you Edo State? They say, yes, you want Edo State. I will give you Edo. As long as I'm the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will give you Edo State. Did it not happen? Hold on. Did it not happen? You did not even look at what I'm saying here. You didn't listen very well. He said, as long as I am the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, he can collect your state and give it to another state if he want to. Yes. What will you do? Did you not do it in Edo State? Are you here telling me, oh, you think, you think this... Esther, smell the coffee.
Why does the president not address the nation when there are issues?
Because he has nothing to say.
No, it doesn't mean you can't say he doesn't have anything.
What will he say?
Could it be that his media advisors or close persons are the ones who advise him not to show that form of empathy? Because that's why Nigerians feel they cannot feel him, empathize with them.
Esther, he has nothing to say. There's no excuse. No excuse. Because that is what you swore to give. That is what you swore to deliver, and now it is not happening. So what are you coming to tell me again?
Now that Trump has made this statement he made, do you think that the Nigerian government will sit up?
Yes, now he has already he's already rattled now.
So it took a Trump for the Nigerian government to sit up.
Exactly. Is that not what I told you people here? Whenever you want to do this, take it to where people will hear you and react. Yes, take it to the UN, US. All this, they will do something. They are the ones who will rattle the federal government of Nigeria. Did I not say it here severally? Hold on, did I not say it? There is a place you take your matter to. Because the world is a global village now. Nobody have time for another Hitler. Nobody have time for another Hitler. So whenever there is a sign that a Hitler want to react, the whole world will react immediately. Take your complaint to the right sources. You will see the reaction of the people. That is it. Did I not say it? Is it not happening here now? You think it's a matter? Okay, Esther, if anybody had protested, and all those who protested, they did, some women in Benue protested from IDP car. What came out of it, Esther? Esther, what happened to that protest by the women? They dismiss it as nothing.
So let me ask you a very pertinent question. When there are IDP camps in a country, internally displaced persons, should we be having internally displaced persons in Nigeria? Or if you say internally displaced persons, are they not meant to be supposedly a hospitality camp set up for persons from neighboring war-torn countries where you can accommodate them? They're called displaced persons camp. So is Nigeria at war that we have so many IDP camps located across some certain regions in the country? And the fact that it has not been seen as a measure of importance and priority that those IDP camps be disbanded, and making sure that the communities of these persons who have been displaced by these extremists are protected and assure them safe passage to their ancestral lands.
So when you hear and see such a thing, Esther, is it not provocative enough that you be watching your home from IDP camp and you be seeing people moving around in your village and you can't go close before they will shoot you? As I talk to you now, Esther, they said 200 children have been born in that IDP camp. No school.
And they will face certain
no
abuses.
No school.
No even proper health care.
Yeah, nothing. And they are there growing up. Of course, with idleness and nothing to do, the men are, they are already doing the work of God there. So very soon, the children of that IDP will even overrun the IDP camp. Of course, the children will grow. And if care don't take, they remain there forever. They will eventually they will now build one hut, small hut for them, and say this is now your home. Esther.
Barrister Darlington, the Nigerian Education Loan Fund has announced that applications for the student loan scheme have surpassed 1 million, which marks one of the largest uptakes for a government-backed social intervention since the beginning of the Tinubu administration. So on Sunday, the Director of Strategic Communication, Nigerian Education Loan Fund, Oshayemi Oluwatuyi, said the milestone was achieved less than a year after the program was launched on May 24, 2024. This is one aspect of the renewed hope agenda that seems to be yielding positive fusion since it began in earnest. What's your take on that briefly?
I have nothing to say there because I didn't see any result.
Why would you say you didn't see any result?
What is the result there?
More than 1 million applications. That's surpassed 1 million applications.
Esther, where are the schools?
What do you mean, where are the schools? Is it this one that
their lecturers are on strike or whatever?
Barrister, hold on. When the government does something right, can't you compliment them?
Please, don't let me.
I should not let you do what?
Don't let me say things that are not true here.
Things are not. What
is truth about this thing?
What is truth about now?
Hold on. You gave me something with the right hand, and you collected it with the left hand, Esther. What have you given to me then?
Well, Barrister, over
hold on now.
They told you.
Hold on. They told you how many people are registered for this NEF fund. Did they equally tell you how many people have left school because they couldn't cope with the high school fees, feeding and other things that comes with it? Have they told you? No, have they told you, Esther? The money they gave them, did it solve the problem it was supposed to solve? Or are you not aware that school fees have increased 100 times in all the federal schools? Is that not a fact? That money they collected, did it cover the so-called school fees? Of this 1 million people, let's go and check. Go and check. About 1/4 of them didn't make use of that money because it cannot take them anywhere. They have left school. The lecturer that are supposed to teach these students, have you taken care of them? No, have you taken care? So if you collect the money and pay school fees, who will not teach you? Have the money solved the problem of the school? Have you solved it? No, answer me, because you cannot love my children and hate me, and you say I love this family. You love the children, you get them what's it called, loan, abi? But they are lecturers, you are not taking care. So who will not teach the children? You are giving money. Who will teach them?
Let's take a very short break.
No, it's not a point.
We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, you're still listening to the Evening Rush. My name is Esther Wachuku, and obviously you've been listening to Barrister Darlington Agumore. We'll take a very short break, and the Evening Rush continues.
Customer, welcome. What you want buy?
I want buy changeover. Cutout fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get am. See, I'm here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J cutout fuse and distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel.
But Oga,
don't worry. I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover cutout fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover wise pan foolish o. Slaughter Star J Indian product na #1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slaughter Star J na you biko.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're still listening to the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. We're about to take your calls now because we're going to be very early with that. Barrister Darlington, so apparently you can say that the PDP has supposedly disintegrated. There was a protest which erupted today at the National Secretariat of the People's Democratic Party at the Wadata Plaza in Abuja. Supporters of the factional acting national chairman of the party, Mohammed Abdurrahman, stormed the premises. Now, the group were chanting solidarity songs, demanding that the National Working Committee led by Umar Damagam vacate the headquarters immediately. And in a dramatic twist, the faction loyal to the FC2 minister, Nyesom Wike, had converged at a separate venue in Abuja and announced the suspension of the Damagam-led National Working Committee.
So what does that tell you? Do you know that from the way things are going, a PDP may not contest this election? No, does it? No, didn't you see anarchy coming? From the way things are going on now, that Wike have decided with the backing of his paymasters to destroy PDP. Are you telling me that everything is rosy in APC? No, tell me, everything is okay in APC. They don't have any issue. It is only in opposition party that you are having this problem, Esther, and it does not tell you anything, Abi. All the opposition party, of course, when they said I would not be bothered if they are in disarray, of course, they are working towards it. If not, just look at how things are happening there.
Barrister, do you want them to be happy? Do you want them to be happy?
You mean the ruling party or what?
You want them to be happy that you don't want them to be happy that their opposition is in disarray?
Esther, if they are in disarray by their own making, in fact, I won't even pity them. But when we are seeing the hand of Esau and the voice of Jacob inside this matter, two of them are there. How will you now tell me that the parties want to go in disarray on their own? Is it possible? Imagine if Wike had been reined in since the beginning of this matter. If nobody was supporting Wike with what he's doing another, will he have the authority or the power to go to Rivers State and foment trouble? On what ground? On what ground will he be talking of structure after he had left office? But because he was being supported and being backed up, nobody will remember all these things. Nobody. Fubara just created problem for himself in Rivers, Abi. No, Fubara just created problem for himself. Even the judiciary heavily compromised in all these issues. Heavily. We can see it. So when these things are happening, who do you think is behind it, Esther? Or do you think it just happened, Abi? PDP that was there for 16 years, all of a sudden, they don't know how to organize themselves. All of a sudden. All of a sudden. And you are telling me it is ordinary. Anyway, like I always say, just wait. When these people started this insecurity in the north, I warned them, I said, this thing, it will boomerang go. Nobody took me serious. You see this thing they are doing, all this will come to my party, sweep them into APC, sweep them. I hope nobody will complain when it will happen, because it will definitely happen.
Why are you so certain something?
I am very what are you telling me? Human beings are the same all over the world.
Doediri has done his defection.
Let them continue. Let them continue. You don't know what is pursuing them from behind. You don't know.
What's pursuing them from
Esther,
behind?
if the day they will tell you the story, in fact, you won't even believe it. All these things are not ordinary. I know, for sure, I know. How would you leave your comfort zone?
Are they spiritual?
Esther, how would you leave your comfort zone and you now run to a place of uncertainty? The place you are going to, people are there already. They have occupied position. They want to become what you have been as a governor. and you want to leave your party and you run to another state to be another party to become a governor again, what do you now tell to those people who were there, who have been struggling and working for the party? They will leave you just to come and take over the place and become a governor and take all the structure. Esther, is that possible? Are we not thinking here? Okay, if you now use them to climb up and become the president the second time, so what happened to those you are going to leave behind? They will be struggling on their own, Abi. APC will equally go in disarray because whatever you sow, you reap.
Barrister, a couple of Nigerians said that if it were the APC in opposition, they would have milked the current situation with the government of the day concerning Trump to their advantage.
Of course.
That Peter Obi and Atiku were quiet.
Exactly.
So is it possible to say that the opposition is sympathetic to the current party?
In fact, they are taking advantage. That's what I'm telling you. When you take advantage of a gentleman, God will fight for him. That's the truth.
What do you mean by that?
When you take advantage of a man because he's so quiet, so just so peaceful, you think you have power, God will fight for him. And it is, in fact, if God will fight against you, it is terrible. The result is always disastrous.
People said they ought to have spoken. They ought to have used this to their advantage. It's not about nationhood. That the other government, the government in charge, when they were in opposition, they used it full on to their advantage. They mobilized. They did not even give the government an opportunity to think and calibrate itself. So do you think the opposition and the supposed opposition that we know, aside from Shore, who has been extremely vocal, Peter Obi and Atiku, did they do wrong by staying quiet?
Esther, when this opposition were there, Tinubu and Co, did they not go to US?
That's what I'm saying. They're saying that the opposition ought to have done something.
But because the opposition are not what? Stable. They have kept them in. Which opposition now? Esther, who? Which of the opposition? They don't even have a party now. They will leave the organization of their party and be thinking of what APC is doing in office. This is deliberately orchestrated to keep them busy until the election is over. You will see what will happen. These parties, when the election is over, all these non-state actors that are here, they will see them, they will now be laughing and say, yes, you can go and do your party now. I told you, we'll get you. You will see, they withdraw. Peace will return immediately after this party, and their intention was achieved.
Do you think peace will return?
Why wouldn't
the acid that they have planted in the minds of Nigerians will remain?
Esther, when they have achieved their purpose, what else?
Their purpose is just for power?
What else?
Are you not there to be in charge of the entire nation, the entire country, not just a cross section, a particular region?
Okay, with this one now, they are handling.
So you would do everything you can to create a sense of division, and then at the end of the day, you win. And then how do you want the country to move forward?
Esther, with the way they are handing things over, to any request, all you needed is to request that you want to be this or you want this state to be your.
But is it surprising that with the tangent of events from the supposed alleged coup plot, which up to today the government said is not true, Bayo Onanuga has said no, there was nothing like that, to the recent statement by Trump, right? Do you see what is going on? Is there a correlation? Because with the whole supposed coup allegation, then we saw the change of service chiefs. Then now we heard America say theirs. Is there something that we do not know?
Esther, America want peace in your country. That's why they are doing what they are doing. If America want to destabilize you, they will say it and you will see it.
Do they say it? Actually?
By bringing peace into Nigeria, don't they want your country to be stable?
No, you said if America wants something, they want to destabilize your country. They would say it for real.
What are you saying? Who are you that they should fear you? When they want to bomb you, didn't they tell you?
Fani Kayode said Nigeria is ready for the American military.
Well, leave that thing.
You don't trust on the military armament of your country to fight the US military.
Please, not everybody I thought you should listen. Your country have not taken care of Teju Bello, a terrorist, and his boys. Is America that you want to face? Is it not funny? On a more serious note, how do you start with that one? Let them challenge them, but don't let Tinubu tell Donald Trump, go away, we are waiting for you. And let him hear that. No, let him try it. America, you are waiting for America. With what? With the weapon you bought from them, Abi? No, with the weapon you bought from them.
That was the former aviation minister.
But they bought weapon from America. The man that they gave you those weapon, you think he doesn't have 10 times more than that before he gave you some? What ammunition do you have to face America? Let us be sincere here.
Let's take your calls, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying with us while we have a dissection of the conversation this evening. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, Sergeant.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
This is Remy from Akoka.
Remy, I missed you.
How you doing now?
I am fine. Welcome. Happy Monday. Happy New Month.
Same to you.
Okay.
Greetings to Barrister.
Greetings to you.
What happened? You have been calling or what?
I tried calling via WhatsApp some time ago, but I do listen most of the time.
To be honest with you, it's not stable.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do listen, sir.
Thank you. So
yes. I think Nigerians need to understand, or they need to come to that reality that nobody is coming to save them, whether Obi, Atiku, or anybody. Nigerians must see themselves as the opposition, waiting for Obi or anybody to take advantage or do the same thing the APC did to take away Jonathan and PDP back then. It's not going to work now. It can't work the same way. We all saw how vile APC was back then.
They were very vile.
Very, very. As in they gave politics another thing entirely. And you can see the flame up to now.
Yes.
So they almost sow that seed of discord, that seed of ethnic bigotry and all that. And they are still doing it. You mentioned some people on social media, some supposed intellectual, they are jobs now. So giving them airtime is another thing. You just have to ignore them. Okay, let's agree America isn't doing this for the so-called interests that are probably having our interests attacked. I agree. But ever since Tinubu emerged as president, has the government saved he had the interest of us attacked?
Exactly.
The answer is no.
Exactly.
Insecurity irritates him. Talking about it irritates him. It irritates his Hallelujah boys too. They don't want to hear you talk about insecurity. Everything is tax.
Exactly.
So the moment you speak about insecurity, they see you as a hater, like you hate the personal Lord and Savior. So as it is now, Nigerians must see themselves as the opposition. We must speak up. We should be the one to. Obi can't do anything if we all choose to be quiet. We are the opposition, not Obi. Obi is just one person.
No,
what will be the side?
I don't even get it. It was them, the APC account, that kept on asking, why has he not talked?
Obi should ignore them.
That they're not patriotic because Kwankwaso tweeted and they were, yes, that's a leader. That's the one that takes us.
They are trying, it is high up. Well, Esther, it is high up. You know, every Monday they have a routine. So today happens to be Monday. I saw the same tweet from this guy, Vast Party, and some of their online influencers. The same kind of tweet. So you could tell they've met on WhatsApp and they've given them what to tweet about. So once you understand their trick, you feel less concerned about what they are trying to put up. It is high up. They understand the country is so tense now. So they are trying to distract the people.
Exactly.
And we shouldn't fall for. We shouldn't give them that airtime. Insecurity is on the rise. How can we stop it? Even if what Trump is doing by pressing Tinubu's neck will make them do the right thing. I'm pleased with it.
Yes.
I am pleased. Even Tinubu tweeted about Christian genocide back then.
Yes.
So what happened then and what is happening now? Was there a Christian genocide then? If the answer is yes, then they will now say it's not happening now.
I wonder.
Oh yeah. Cowboy just told us that they brought in these people.
Yeah.
He told us APC is here to debunk that fact.
Exactly.
So do you think the world when listening to him when he said that? They don't need Tinubu to tell them that he's doing the needful. They can see how we are pampering terrorists, how we are allowing them to tax people just to go to their farms. They seeing it. So the world is a global village. So you can't tell them what is not. They can see what is happening here. Good evening.
Good evening, Remy. Thank you so much. 08036929933 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. I'm happy to hear a female voice. What's your name?
My name is Timothy calling from Ejigbo.
From Ejigbo. Oh my God, lovely. You have a beautiful voice. Please go ahead.
Barista. My one and only barista.
Esther, did you hear that?
You see now? You don't sweet.
I have to agree with barista with his analysis about that educational fund.
Okay.
That thing is capital letter SAKE.
Are you serious?
SAKE. I don't have to pronounce the meaning, but I know it's capital letter SAKE.
Wow.
They said it has reached 1 million. Please, barista, was your children there?
They cannot.
You didn't include your children, barista. Let us know now.
They won't even include their name if they see it.
See, they should show us the 1 million people now. They should show us on camera.
Exactly.
I be snake and swallow all of them.
I wonder.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good
Thank you,
evening,
my dear.
good evening. Okay. Barrister, you know get joy. He like joy. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello. 08036929933. That's the number to call. Alrighty. Okay. Hello, good evening. How are you? Volume of your radio completely. Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Church Boy from Ikeja.
Church boy. Are you really a church boy?
Yes, I am. Good evening. And the great barrister, good evening, sir.
Well done,
All right, please, church boy.
Yeah, thank you, ma. Thank you, sir. Please, I want to say something.
Okay.
Concerning the tweet or the comment that President Trump made, that is concerning our country, Nigeria.
Okay.
So, I heard some people saying, that they really want, that the U.S. Army to come to Nigeria and scatter something or do this or do that.
Scatter anything. The idea is to clear out the insurgents.
Yes, exactly. So, but me, as I was saying, they should also think twice, because for them to allow the U.S. soldier or their men, to come to Nigeria to come and clear all those terrorists and all those things, it will affect so many things in this country.
It will? In what way, sir?
Yes. Yeah, in a way that, it will, it will affect our economic. So many things will be shut down in Nigeria.
Really?
Yes, exactly. So anyway, so it is good for them to come and rescue that they do villagers or maybe those people. You understand? That's people.
All right.
By those Boko Haram and those bandits. But
Okay.
Some can have advantage, also have disadvantage.
Right, thank you, church boy. Well, I already said that they can't have that kind of territorial access without the permission and collaboration with Nigerian military. So,
Esther, do you see how these people play propaganda with everything? Donald Trump cannot come and bomb the whole Nigeria.
obviously not.
He said the jihadists, the people that are killing Christians, for God's sake. You can see how they have twisted it. And people who don't even know what is going on, they have followed the narrative. Gullible Nigeria. How can Donald Trump come to bomb the whole Nigeria, including the Christians he want to save? Oh my God.
All right, Marissa.
Wow.
Odiwa. So I hope you've gotten yourself enlightened, okay? Donald Trump is not coming to bomb Nigeria per se. Hello,
from Germany.
how are you?
Actually, I don't know what Nigerians want.
Okay.
Not all Nigerians, but many Nigerians who are against the intervention of America.
Okay.
In Nigeria, security issues. For example, let me tell them what happened here in former Yugoslavia. When Serbians are mostly Orthodox Christians,
yes.
But when they are targeting Bosnia, Herzegovina, who are mostly Muslims, when they were, killing them like rats,
exactly, and
it was America that intervened. The Europeans, they were out of solution. They didn't know what to do. It was under Clinton. It was Clinton that stopped that genocide against Muslims in Bosnia Herzegovina. The same thing they stopped the genocide against Kosovans who are Muslims in former Yugoslavia. So if somebody is telling you America loves Christians because they are Christians, no. America is today, let me tell you, America is the only country that stands for justice amongst all these countries, so these Western countries. America is the only country that has the power to stop ethnic or religious, riots or conflicts anywhere in the world. They stopped killing of Bosnia Muslims. They stopped killing of Kosovo Muslims. So it's not about Christians. It's about human rights. They are the only country that has the power today, as we speak, to stop anarchy, to stop ethnic cleansing across the world. Thank you from here. Bye-bye.
Thank you, my brother. And then to add to what you said, Esther, go and watch the Peacemaker concerning this.
And turn down the volume of your radio. It's too loud. I know.
Milosevic, they took him to ICC and jailed him because of that ethnic cleansing.
0036929933.
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Welcome.
Well done, my brother.
This is Mayor from First Track.
Mayor, welcome. How are you today? Happy New Month.
I wish you the same. How was your weekend?
Which day are you day here? We day here together.
Sunday.
Oh.
You enjoyed your happy now.
Go ahead, sir.
You see, this thing has just exposed the type of people that we have in authority. Especially these are this present government. Most of them have no business in there. They think that everything is just about propaganda. And they were thinking that we are young people, when we talk, all of us will talk to this way. It has just shown that we don't have their level of their mentality is too poor. Because this thing about Trump, this changing the narrative, like this going to bomb, like the last speaker, the man that spoke from Germany, he just said this is justice from USA. And this is what I feel, the same way that the same system that they did 11 years ago, during the time, propaganda, telling that this was changing the narrative, it's so unfortunate. Thank God that this should come out. So let people see the type of people that are living on, that say they are in government. It's so shameful, honestly. These things are very clear. Against the issue that Trump raised.
Exactly.
Take care of security. I think not give massacre. What has happened in Benue State over these 2 years, Benue and is issue of us. So, what is happening in Fire State? All those reasons. So, it's unfortunate. Let Nigerians, like Nigerians decide, we have to continue military and continue to be a laughing stock among the committee of election. Because people are laughing about
Did you see Trump's tweet? Disgrace. He called Nigeria disgrace. Tweet. That's what he tweeted. That's what he said.
A country that has people like so many intellectuals, people look at all over the world and look at kind of leadership that is
I told you.
So let Nigeria sit up and even if about the defending agency, it's not about kingdoms and the reason there. Yes, like that we
the truth.
in Nigeria, except that we are I can say I'm ashamed to be entering Nigeria. All of these people. They're so unfortunate.
Don't be ashamed.
It's so unfortunate.
Country, and it
If
happens.
Nigeria keep up and you can't continue in this route, honestly.
Thank you, my brother. Esther, what they are running for is what? Sanctions against them. Because Donald Trump is going to sanction the leaders.
We heard already that there are some sanctions on some 12.
Of course.
12 governors, former governors, and some religious elites or something like that.
More will follow. If they want Nigeria to destabilize, why did they come here to arrest 11 people?
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Arrested them and took them away.
I'm a Palestinian citizen.
Welcome, my brother.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, my name is Joseph. I'm calling from the country.
You're calling from a cartoon?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Please speak louder, okay? Please.
My own contribution is that, there is no fire without no smoke. Definitely. They think that America that decided to come and rescue Nigeria from this of the terrorist, please let us support them to come because things are taking part of us. Because in our president that we have here, I really don't think that we know what it means. We didn't know what it means. Think about when it says sort of property and life, nothing. It's about how to occupy for the war, police, and make everybody to run to it. Go for the second time.
Okay, to be honest, I can't make out what you're saying.
If somebody said America is coming to help us.
All right, okay.
Let them come.
Okay, 08036929933. That's the number to call. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. That's the WhatsApp number. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello,
good evening, sir. Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome, sir. What's your name?
I am a colleague. Yes.
All right, Macaulay. Where are you calling from? All right, go ahead, sir.
My
Troublemaker.
No, right now.
Go ahead. Okay.
And someone that has solution to the problem will come to help out. Instead of that man to very selfish political notion and welcome the man with all these things. And he now is trying to work against that. How long do you think have been persisting in Nigeria? So it means that this government wants all Nigerians to finish before they will agree that there is such a practice in Nigeria. Donald Trump consider that is nice to do this for Nigeria. God alone will continue to bless America for what it stands as just justice and human life. So it is a welcome development. We are very happy to hear about all these things. Especially if they can tell that the internationals are so much happy about it. Let it be. Because they believe in peace. They believe in unity. They believe that that is must be done. And by God's grace, we will achieve it.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. 08036929933. That's the number for you to call. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening, sir. I've already. What's your name?
My name is Wakama.
Your name is what?
Wakama.
Wakama. Wakama, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Egbeda.
From Egbeda, please go ahead, sir.
Yes. Please, a good personality for me.
All right, he can hear you.
So I'm so very happy for America that all this our Nigerian government just only one word. A president like them, like Clement, at least at least this one can make our government, we know how to set with the terrorist again. So they can, at least the terrorists talk, they can know what to say. Let them, thank you.
Thank you.
For telling them, at least this one way you just support for us. This one is the only one word that just come out to support us for this one. Thank you so very much.
All right.
Esther, have I not told you that what we have here are local champion?
But Barrister, is it possible? Is a couple of somebody just sent a WhatsApp message now. That's Architect Edward. He says, "Well, what Trump said is cool, but I think the best thing he can do for Nigerians is for them to ban all our politicians from coming into the USA. Will that solve the case of insecurity?"
It will not. They move to Canada. They move to Canada. The best thing is to roast. They move to Canada.
Hello.
They move to Canada.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome.
How are you?
Hey.
Yeah. Well, some people are happy that the Americans are coming to invade Nigeria.
Invade Nigeria.
It will not happen. Well, the problem we have within Nigeria, there are people who are our problem. Number one, the lawyers.
Okay.
Number two,
Of your radio.
Yeah,
There's a
see.
feedback.
they are very far from my radio, very far.
There's a feedback, to be honest with you.
The lawyers.
So, the journalists, the lawyers, and the policemen. Then to crown it all, the politicians. My able barrister that is there, it causes more problem. You remember there was a day some people are lashing out at you at the station. Yes, you were talking when you talk about what happened in Rivers. Is it justified for somebody, a governor, to decide that 3 people will be those who are legislating for the whole country?
Let me hear.
For the whole state. That's number one. Number two, when you said which was the problem, there was an agreement north and south, and these are the same people who are accusing Wike that he was using repatriate money to sponsor PDP. They are the beneficiaries, and they left PDP for Wike. Now, on coming back, they did an election. They said the president and the chairman will not come from the north. So, Wike is now fighting. Then they organize a committee. They say, Atiku said was, Wike said that, okay, they should take Atiku and they should take Wike as a running mate. He decided to go and take someone else. If you are in Wike's shoe, would you have allowed that? But this has got anything about politics. I'm afraid if people like you are analyzing the issue, you will not see somebody listening to that station. You can listen to that man that is analyzing Yoruba. I forgot the name of that man. He will analyze effectively.
Which one, sir? Are you referring to Mr. Lawal? He doesn't analyze in Europe.
No, not Lawal. I forgot the name of him. He always analyze during Yoruba program.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Okay.
You understand? He analyze. But the way you analyze, you are not analyzing, you will be asking questions. That's not analysis. I got the necessity as a lawyer. I challenge you for an interview. You understand? When you want to go to justice, you must go with secrecy.
Esther.
So if the president actually are not a fan of Tinubu, they need to do the right thing. Yes, there is not for a foreigner to come and invade the country. You make implications. As a lawyer, you make implications.
All right, thank you very much, sir. You're taking a lot of time, okay? Thank you for calling.
Please let me hear. You can see
Thank
Esther.
you.
Listen very well, Esther. You see, whenever you are weak as a person, you receive all manner of insult from anybody. You can see now they are blaming PDP, blaming Fubara for what happened in Rivers. You can see Esther. You can see the 27 lawmakers that defected. Did anybody mention their name? Who instigated them to defect, Esther? Who? Was it Fubara? The 3 lawmakers he mentioned, was it not the court that said he should go on? Based on what happened in Plateau, where the governor was even allowed by the court to go with 6 lawmakers. Is that not true? You can see he's telling me that I don't know politics. when they want to play this their John Dice politics, they will hold on to something. The one that is going on in Lagos State here, where some elder statesmen were told to go and intervene and an agreement was reached that Obasa will be allowed to come in, then after a time he will now resign peacefully. Is that not what told Olusegun Oshoba and Pabisi Akonde to go and do? And these elderly men went to go and carry out that mission. At the end of the day, what happened, Esther? Esther, what happened to that agreement? Was it followed? But you can talk about the one that happened in Rivers. You can see the man that know politics. Look at him. Look at him. I wish you would even come and talk to me here, since you know better. When it happened with Tinubu, it is okay. Everything that the one he told us in Edo State, it is okay. Do you want to give you Edo State and he get them Edo State? It's okay. It's okay.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
It's okay like that.
Hello.
Nonsense.
Hello.
Good evening, my brother. Go ahead.
Hello. You're breaking there. Your network is very poor. Can you call back, please? But you're breaking. Can you hear him very well?
He's breaking up.
He's breaking.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's see. Good evening. Good evening.
Okay, we can't make out what you're saying. I'm so sorry.
The line is bad. The line is bad.
08036929933. 08036929933. Austin, their complaints about the audio on YouTube. Can you kindly help us look into that? Thank you very much. 08036929933. That is a number. Hello, Jane. How are you? Hello. Okay. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Your radio, please. Can you turn on your radio? Hello?
I'm far away from my radio.
You said what, ma?
Hello?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Good evening, madam. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Please, I just want to bring you people there.
Thank
and
you.
I want to tell you not to be answering some foolish people. That is challenging him.
Oh my God. Madam, you
They should stop challenging him.
Thank you, ma'am. Did you say Olowori?
You are not the same with them. Yes, I said it because you are my husband brother.
Hey, Esther.
If I see two people like you, and that's my husband's place, that is, nobody will even find me.
In fact,
on the way.
We are coming for more. Don't worry.
You are too much. You are too much.
Thank you, ma'am.
God will continue to bless you.
Amen.
Bless Esther.
Amen.
Thank you. Finally, you.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
God bless
you for calling. Okay.
Esther,
So yes, sir.
I have gotten to.
Enjoy yourself.
More is coming.
Enjoy yourself. Okay, Lafa, I'm just concerned, but okay, I get you. Let me check on what I'm. Okay. Good evening, Esther. Greet your guest, Mr. Darlington. Fanny Kayode play with my fancy. Well, America no be your mate. Thanks, Momo Ayodele. All right. This person says, good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Insecurity we are unable to deal with for years, and somebody that wants to help us out. What's wrong with that? Some are saying they're out our resources. In what way has these resources benefited the common citizens? America, anyhow you want to do it to bring peace, you are highly welcome. We're not on the same page, please. All right, thank you very much. Good evening, my able-bodied. Okay, this person says, Good evening, my able Barrister Darlington and Esther. Serious cold is catching our leaders only because Mr. Trump wants to deal with terrorists in Nigeria, and our leaders are developing BP. Ask them, please, are they the terrorists? Ozelism from Aguda. This person says, President Donald Trump has threatened military action against Nigeria, citing alleged killings of Christians. And he instructed the Department of War to prepare for possible action, including airstrikes or deploying troops. However, Nigerian officials and experts say Trump's claims are unfounded and exaggerated. They argue the violence is indiscriminate, targeting both Muslims and Christians, and that military intervention would worsen the situation. The Nigerian government welcomes U.S. help against Islamist insurgents, but insists on respecting its sovereignty. Experts warn Trump's threats could disrupt counter-terrorism cooperation and worsen instability. But I think we should wait for President Bwala Tinubu to return from his meeting with President Trump before taking further steps. Mr. Ogunbi from Idimo. Mr. Ogunbi, Daniel Bwala has clarified and said that's he literally, there's no meeting with Mr. Trump. Maybe they will arrange it, but there is no meeting with Mr. Trump anytime soon. So Daniel Bwala was in a haste to speak. He has reclarified that.
Even at that, Esther, a man that called the country disgraceful. How do you think he welcomed their leaders?
Exactly.
Tell me.
Do you think Tinubu should meet him?
No, let him try now.
Not even apart from that. After they've denigrated your country, do you think it's wise for him to meet with
I
him?
mean, what are you telling me? Instead of address the issue, start from now. Tell your leader, your
security chiefs,
dislodge all these people occupying Benue and Plateau villages. Dislodge them. Let them go back where they come from.
Zamfara, all those Katsina.
That of Benue is the war, because that's the food basket of Nigeria, Esther. If you're a forward-thinking leader, would you allow them to go there? Esther, don't you know what this is going to cost Nigeria in terms of food? The food basket of a nation.
Greetings, VP family. The question now is, any killing going on in Nigeria, what is the cause? Do you see the reason why God's judgment needs to come down upon who and who? There is Christian genocide in Nigeria and it is supported by the government, by Mr. Common Sense. Well, the government has said they are not supporting anything like that. Good evening, Esther. I disagree with your analysis. The issue of terrorism in Nigeria is not the sole responsibility of the police. Okay, this is not today. This was yesterday. Good evening, Esther. Allowing some hash words on radio, please. America only coughed and everywhere is shaking. What if they vomit? Stanley from Okota. Stanley, what are the hash words? Because
I don't know.
Esther, we're leaving the main issue and talking religion and other things. Bottom line is that human beings are being killed like fowls in Nigeria. President Tinubu should stop the senseless killings and reduce number of IDP camps. Simple. I heard that Chad has already closed their border with Nigeria today.
The
you
terrorists
guys
are running.
On your own now. Chedu from Ogun State.
I said the terrorists are running, Esther. Just because they just heard that they are coming for them.
This person says
and they are here dining and whining with you.
Okay. Nigerian men are scared about the coming of the American soldiers. Nigerian women are warming up to marry them off. We'll go from Ali Mosho. I don't know. Me, I'm not a marry or Good evening. I want to ask, what party is Peter belong to now? Is it true that no election in 2027? Well, it's the bill is still the constitution. Whatever is still under review, but not yet.
He said he will speak after our number election.
Yes.
Yeah, let him speak.
Yeah,
first.
This month, this November, he's going to let us know the party he belongs to this month, and that as for elections, well, it has not yet been certified that it will be 2026. It's still under talk or under review. Good evening, Esther Barrister Darlington. I really commend Barrister Darlington for coming to the studio every day. It's not easy, actually, sir. You don't need to answer everyone because some callers are suffering from APC epilepsy. A day from Lagos. All right, Day from on Trump. Some certain people in Nigeria are asking for U.S. military invasion into Nigeria. Let me advise them: no world leader would have your interest, because the world is a global market and a competitive market where every country wants to grow on each other's country. Let Nigeria check Libya at our backyard. Good evening, Esther. I'm El Cobarito Escobar from Ilkafa. Barrister should accept the man's invitation and invite him to the studio on Thursday. Let him come and disgrace himself like the man from Abaraja. Good evening, Esther and Great Darlington. Esther, can you ask Chief D if there is really Christian genocide? Is there really Christian genocide, Barrister Darlington?
There is. Authentic. In fact, the press are not reporting wholesale what is going on there. Like these Benue and Plateau villages, why should foreigners come and occupy this village? I've been saying it here.
All right.
And the government don't look the other side.
Okay. All right. Good evening, VOP. Ade from Lagos. It can only happen when your rulers are selected and not elected by the people. Okay, I think we have a call. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
My name is Yinka Anyokuto. I doubt the integrity of your speaker as a lawyer. I still challenge him to the debate. My name is Yinka Anyokuto. I'm a clinical engineer. We go around all the district. It was a fact that there was a genocide against the Christians in Nigeria. You understand? But you don't cut off the head because of this thing. But you use your so-called barrister is fond of propaganda. Let him. I challenge him to invite me to the studio so that we lecture him very well.
Okay. Esther.
So don't bring people like that to come and just say nonsense on the radio. Thank you.
You are coming next week. Don't worry. You are coming next week.
Why? Why are you inviting him to come next
week?
Esther,
he said he wants
to
come here.
You are not in charge of my program to tell me that he's coming next week. You don't have the authority to
because
do that.
He just spoke and dropped.
No, you don't. You can't say. You
Esther,
can't say he's coming next week.
He confirmed that there is genocide in Nigeria. Did you hear him? He confirmed it too. So how do you do such a thing? Is it by kid glove? Who is causing the genocide? Apparently, he's a Muslim. Oh, apparently.
Hello. Good evening. Mr. Enes from Ikeja.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Enes, go ahead.
Please, I want to tell you, don't allow people to start to that man anyhow. It's a big, I don't know. I can't don't at all. Look at me talking to the technology.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We are used to it. It doesn't matter.
All right, thank you very much for calling.
He confirmed what we are saying, but he didn't offer solution.
Yeah.
Esther, he didn't offer solution. He confirmed though that we are doing. Who is doing propaganda here? Me.
People, I have told them already. Okay.
Leave them there.
Okay. If Israel, fully supported by Americans, has not completely dismantled Hamas for over 2 years with full force, how sure are we that they can be able to defeat Nigeria politically motivated insurgency? The real damage plus has already been done to the real Hausa lands. They've been run over and totally displaced over the years without turning to a full fight. Indeed, Nigerian Christians really need a help. I pray this help coming from Americans will bring a permanent solution. Israel, Kirikiri town. Good evening, good people of Nigeria.
Esther.
Good evening to you. Good evening, ma'am. Sit down. Thank you for joining us today. How are you? Welcome. How are you? Good evening. Are you okay? Are you comfortable? Yeah,
I'm okay.
Okay. Please kindly raise the mic up for her. Thank you. Beautiful insights into I would love the information that you would like to give us. Good evening. Kindly introduce yourself. How are you?
I'm good. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
You look amazing.
Thank you. What's your name?
Okay, my name is, I like to use the word deaconess.
Deaconess.
Deacon Victor.
Hey, we have a deaconess in the house. Good evening, ma'am. What's your name, please?
You also look good.
Thank you so much.
You now. We're looking good.
Thank you.
So my name is Ambassador Tracy.
Ambassador Tracy. Oh my God, a purr. Welcome. How are you?
Very well. Thank you.
All right. Okay, please go ahead. What's your name?
Pharmacist Oshele Isioma.
Oshele Isioma. That's nice. Welcome, ma'am. All right, please intimate us precisely. Go ahead. I will start with. Okay, go ahead then. I'll start with you.
Okay, why we are here?
Exactly. Why are you here?
Because we have a wonderful company called Emira Global, and this company specializes in taking care of people because the products we are talking about support over 300 diseases. And I tell you, if when the NAFDAC saw it, they called it novel brand.
Wow.
It's a natural product, 100% organic.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Diabetes, high blood
Whatever
pressure,
sickness,
low blood sugar.
whatever sickness you think you have, Emira Global will take care of it. Okay. I am talking because I'm a testifier. I once had a partial stroke, but people will not believe it when they see me 5 months ago. If I tell you how I was, you won't believe it.
What?
But today, oh my God, I had a second life through Emira Eliezer. You see, people that have not witnessed such challenge will not understand what I went through. Anytime I think about it, I'm so grateful to God. Because to have partial stroke, you know what it means to have incoherent speech? You don't talk well, you pronounce these words in your heart, you can't even speak it out. Okay? And then you're having numbness, stiffness, you can't move, people are attending to you. It was horrible. It's not what I pray for my enemy. But after I prayed to God, God used an angel to save my life. Today, I am happy. I'm standing on my feet. I can even wear my heely shoes.
Of course, I saw you coming here.
Everything. I can speak very well. I can move around. And to top it all, my BP has been so low. In fact, I've not had my BP above 120 over 120 over 80 ever since I started taking Emira.
Can you call this again?
I'm talking about Emira Eliezer.
Please spell it.
Emiral, E-M-I-R-A-L, then Eliezer, E-L-I-X-I-R. This is Emira Eliezer. And I can tell you, they told me that it can take care of cancer. It can support it. I said, no.
Are you sure you're not overhyping?
I am not hyping it. Look, I don't have anything to gain because when I got out of my bed and I can stand, I can move, I can do everything, I told myself, why were you skeptical about this product? But maybe because of Nigeria, the way people think that one product, because it's just one product, how can one product take care of almost all the diseases? But I came to understand why. You know why? The active ingredients.
I'm interested.
My sister, when I went through the active ingredients, I Googled it. I was amazed.
That's right.
The licorice itself, I now understood why the Egyptians, they used it for longevity for their pharaohs. If you want to live long, go and Google licorice.
Licorice, L-I-C-O-R-I-C-E.
Yes, the properties, the compounds in licorice, you'll be amazed. In fact, when you are taking licorice, whatever issue you have, it goes to the roots. To make sure it doesn't go to the surface. It goes to the roots. Start from there. Start the healing. In fact, when you send it one message,
it does a lot.
He will not look at the things inside and let it go. You cannot say you want to treat somebody that is having kidney issues and then you're having fatty liver. No. He will go to the fatty liver and go to the kidney. And if he finds out that you have cholesterol, he will also go there and break it.
Do you know why I'm paying close attention? Because my dad is suffering from high blood pressure.
That's right.
So I'm very, very, extremely interested. And then, they grew up in the village from morning to night. Now, fufu. He later developed diabetes. So we're controlling it with okra and all this natural stuff. And then the drugs that they give them and all of that. So his food is expensive. It's different. He eats different from everyone, and it takes a toll. So I am really interested in this, to be honest with you. But you want to ask something to what she said?
Okay, so it's been an amazing experience with Emerald Elixir. Like she has said, she has nothing to gain to come and stay here and talk about partial stroke. Now, like I said, my name is Deacon Victor. My father is the closest person to me on earth. And then for you to go to work, most times I return very late. And then I'm called that my father is down with stroke. I mean, it was something very embarrassing. It was even after taking a mineral elixir that I knew that my father had dementia. It was when taking a mineral elixir that I knew that my father had prostate issues. Okay, so Emerald Global as a company has looked at what are the health challenges that affect Africa. Like I always say, now get sickness, go know the cure for that sickness. Africa is loaded with a lot of health challenges.
Okay.
So every month we pick out dates, we pick out times to talk about first, why do we have a lot of prostate issues today? Why do we have cervical cancer on the rampant? You notice that children now from the age of 13 are already exposed to sexual habit.
Yeah, very true.
And then before you realize, there are issues of infertility, there are issues of cervical cancer, infections, urinary tract infections. Today I interviewed a couple and I asked them, what is your feeding pattern? The husband said, shawarma, pizza. I'm not saying those things are not supposed to be eaten, but it's not something that becomes a daily routine. And I told the girl, are you up to 30? She said no. And I said, have you started having pains on your knees? She said she has severe pains on her knees.
Really?
She has ceased menstruation. She has so many things. And I said, as long as you're indulging in sugar, because all these things you have mentioned boil down to sugar. As long as you're indulging in sugar, you have these issues. And they were just looking at me. And I gave them a mineral elixir. Go and start with 4 bottles and clear your system. This month, you'll hear that there's a World Diabetes Day in November 14. But we've started from November 1 to talk about diabetes. What are the risk factors? For people like us that grew up understanding that there is fufu, there is gari, is it ideal for us to continue in that feeding habit? I used to tell men, if you want to buy a supplement that contains lycopene, you're going to buy very expensive. But what happens to eating our natural fresh tomatoes? So we are coming here to tell people in Lagos that there is a solution to most of... See, the statistics of diabetes today is very high.
It is actually.
The statistics of high blood pressure is very high. And most of these things lead to other degenerative diseases.
Exactly.
I will not mention ulcer because H. pylori bacteria has taken over everywhere. I think there was a report in Vanguard that about 80% of Nigerians are battling with that's H. pylori bacteria.
In the case of diabetes, isn't it reversible? My dad says
it is
almost
reversible
because the food he eats,
it is
to be honest with
it
you,
is very reversible.
It's natural, clean, healthy food. It's not easy actually.
It's reversible.
But it's reversible.
It's reversible. Now, like I always say, my mother has diabetes. She has had diabetes from 2009. One of the things I, as her daughter, will look at, what were the things she used to do before now that has led to this diabetes? I always say, don't wait until something happens to you. Learn from the experiences of other people. So if you check, you will see, okay, maybe she used to eat this way. Let me eat this way. Let me do this. Let me do that. For people that are always sitting morning till evening under AC like this, you're sitting all through the day, you're prone to diabetes.
True.
Yes. People that don't have anything to do with walking. People don't you understand?
Very true.
So, yeah. So diabetes, all of these things can be reversible.
So how do we, the number, because of time, what's the number? How's the process to acquiring this?
Okay, tomorrow we're actually hosting a very big event in Egbeda Axis. We have our office in Ikeja, but we've opened another one in Egbeda. So
can we start off the address of Ikeja?
So I'll leave her to talk about
please.
the address.
Okay, before I talk about the address, I want to emphasize on how the Semira Eliza can take care of hormonal imbalance. Because I, for myself, I've entered menopause 2 years ago. I stopped seeing my period because of my age.
How old are you?
I'm 54.
Okay. Which is
But today, I can tell you, when I started taking a mirror laser, it was shocking. I'm telling you, everything reversed back. So I am telling you the truth. Let me tell you one thing about a mirror laser, okay? If you are a woman, you should just put your hand on it. Get one. Not only that, if you're having a weak libido, both men and women, if you say you're a man, okay, you don't, you know what I mean? You don't.
You're making Barry interested. That's the kind of thing he likes.
You don't do what you're
your
supposed
performance
to do
has
in the
dropped.
other room, okay? Emira Eliza will activate it, okay? and you are a woman and you feel that, okay, you are on your menopause, you don't have the zeal anymore. When you start taking Emira Eliza, you go back to 16 years again.
Oh, shit.
So it's so good. And women that are having problem with fertility, that infertility women that cannot give birth, women that have fibroid, okay, they've been crying. I tell you, I had a case of a woman who went to, remove fibroid, and it came back again, and she didn't know what to do. Just a bottle of Emira, she got the result she has been, wasting her money for. So when you're having problem with prostate cancer, you're having problem with cervical cancer,
Emira Elixir.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thank God I'm here with you in the studio, so
No.
I will get some. I will get.
You
myself.
will have to do that.
All right. So how do we, because of time?
So
how do we?
we are having a program tomorrow, which is Tuesday, 4th of October. Okay.
November.
So 4th of
November, yes.
Okay. So we, just as she said, we opened an office at Egbeda. So we have a Mirror office, a Mirror Global Training Center, okay, at Egbeda, number 1 Odebumi Street. Number 1 Odebumi Street.
Number 1 Odebumi Street.
Yes. Mycon Bus Stop, Akunwanjo Road, Egbeda.
Call it again.
Number 1 Odebumi Street, Mycon Bus Stop, Akunwanjo Road.
Okay.
Egbeda. So by 11 o'clock tomorrow, being 4th of November, we are telling everybody who have heard our voice to please come to number 1 Odebumi Street, Mycon Bus Stop, Akunwanjo Road, Egbeda. So when you come, we have a lot for you. Okay, we are giving free medication, meaning that we are giving free testing. Anybody that comes there, let me shock you. Just to say one bottle can take care of glaucoma or you are having cataract. So we are going to have free medical eye test tomorrow, give you the treatment, and also give you treatment for whatever sickness you are having. Just come there. We just don't want to tell you to buy. I would just want you to
come and test the product.
When you test it, then you can tell us whether this product, what we are saying. We don't hype it.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. We sincerely do appreciate you coming.
Okay.
What about your phone number?
Okay.
And website or social media handle very quickly.
Okay, so we're gonna call our phone lines for people that are outside Lagos, if you're in Ibadan, Abeokuta, all those axes, and you like to work with us because of these health challenges that are becoming too rampant. We're available to reach out to you. Our phone numbers are 0812 809 4992 0812 809 4992.
Okay.
And then Madam Tracy will call her number, and our pharmacist.
Okay, you can call this number 080 3406 2076.
Call it again, please.
Call it again. 080 3406 2076.
All right, thank you very much. You sincerely, your time has been exhausted. We have another program coming up. Quickly, please. Yes.
No.
Yes. 10.
30.
Oh, 30.
Yes.
I wasn't.
No.
30.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead. Yes, I wasn't told. I was told 10 minutes.
it's 30.
Please
No.
proceed.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Now I'm a pharmacist, and most times we
Come closer. Okay, just raise the mic up a bit so we can hear you very well. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Now, most often, people when they started by mentioning that how can one bottle do all of that, and she has mentioned why, because of the active ingredient in it. Many medical doctors and practitioners are skeptical, but when they've used the Emira Elixir and see how effective it is, for me, I was once skeptical, but how do I now become one of the ambassadors of this Emira Elixir was because I gave it a try. I decided to give it a try. I actually love natural medicine. Why? Because the low side effect it has. The synthetic drugs, let's talk about, we talked about diabetes, we talked about hypertension. We know for people who are on those drugs, especially the men, they always complain of weak erection. That's one of the side effects. And so now what could be the possible, like, an option for them, so they don't need to go through this. And it creates big problem in homes where the man can function properly, and the wife might be keeping calm, but deep down within her, she's feeling bad because she's not being satisfied. So now, when I came in contact with Emira Elixir, I have used it to help many men to get back their erection, and also it has helped them, bring down their BP, also bring down their diabetic, with like a patient I was treating, managing him for years. Today, the last check we had was 4.5 for diabetes, and now he's no longer on his diabetic drugs. He takes Emira once in a while now because he just uses it for maintenance. That's how effective Emira Elixir is. And now she mentioned about hormonal imbalance. That was what attracted me first, because for me, for over 2 years, almost 2 years, sorry, I haven't been seeing my period. I know it's hormonal.
Serious?
Yes. I knew I've taken synthetic drugs, nothing happened. I've taken other herbs, nothing happened. But I took Emerald the first time it was introduced to me, and I was like, let me just give it a test. Just like what we said, that people are going to test it
tomorrow, yeah.
That tomorrow they will text, and many will be calling us back to tell us how the product has helped them. Now, for me, it was a text.
Okay.
And after the text, within less than 48 hours,
continue.
I woke up to a pool of black caked blood coming out, and I was really impressed. I was like, wow, if this product can do this, then that means it can help a lot of women. So I was not even focusing my mind on women with hormonal imbalance, but only to find out that it goes beyond that. So I encourage everyone who can make themselves available tomorrow, have the opportunity to have a text, because out of the text, you will be able to give us review of how you feel internally, and then that might even motivate you to use it for other health challenge you have. And also, talking about, we spoke about diabetes, we talked about high blood pressure, we've spoken about hormonal imbalance, we talked about libido in men and women. There are still more. Now, Emira Elixir can be used for children, can be used for adults, can be used for any age range, can use it aside from pregnant women. So tomorrow, don't mix out. You have more to benefit. Remember, we're running free medical text, and also you'll be having a free text of Emira Elixir products.
We are giving free eye tests, okay? So if you're having glaucoma, you're having cataracts, you're having any kind of eye issues, please visit, just make sure you attend our seminar. If you attend our seminar venue is number 1 Odebumi Street, okay? At Mycon bus stop at Akonwondo Road, Egbeda, by 11 o'clock, being 4th of November. Please, when you come there, you will understand why Emira Elixir is what it is today. I'm telling you that what we eat is actually dealing with us. Whatever we are cultivating today, I'm telling you, because of this GMO, a lot of people are suffering. You eat what you don't even know. Have you wondered why you buy carrots today? Before evening, the carrot is spoiled. You buy tomato, before evening, it is spoiled. So imagine what is happening to your system. But do not worry. Emira Elixir has a property that can detoxify you. Detoxify your system, your kidney, in fact, all the organs of your body, give them what they need. And again, boosting of immune system. If you're the type that have always told yourself, I'm AA, so I'm always having malaria. It's funny when people say that. But I tell you, when you start taking Emira Elixir, those malaria typhoid that you suffer frequently will disappear. You will ask yourself, what happened? Am I no longer AA? So why am I no longer having frequent malaria? Why? Because your immune system is highly boosted. So if you're the type that do not know how to eat well, you eat a lot of
Thank you very
jungles,
much.
Okay.
Did you say 30?
Yeah.
But I was told 10. That is what I was told. And that's why I'm still very surprised. Just hold on, please.
Okay, so what she was trying to talk about was that a lot of us are being affected by our health, our feeding habits, and so you see that a lot of men are down with prostate issues. For instance,
continue.
It's becoming very rampant that a lot of people,
yeah,
a lot of people are going through prostate issues, and they don't know what to do. They've seen symptoms. Some have even mistaken it for diabetes. Frequent urination, you go to pee, the pee is not coming out as it should. A lot of waist pain, muscle pull, and all of that. Now, there has to be this level of awareness. So tomorrow, we're going to talk about this awareness. What can you do to take care of prostate issues? What can you change in your feeding habit to help you? How can Emerald Elixir help you? So tomorrow, I always say, it's only a product that works that they'll tell you test first. If you're going through ulcer like I did for years, come to that place tomorrow. It's by 11 a.m. If you can come there before 11, it's fine, because we're going to treat people, we're going to talk to people. The free medical checkup that is going to take place is going to be on a first come, first served basis. So we invite you to come tomorrow. Get tested, know your status. Is it diabetes that is causing this frequent urination for me? Is it prostate issues? As a woman, is it UTI? Because women also go through it. Is it UTI? Is it diabetes? Let us be aware first. The awareness stage will help you to understand. So it's going to be at just stop at Mycom bus stop. Call any of our numbers. You see a big banner, Emerald Elixir. When you walk in, you get tested, you test the product, and then we start from there. So from whatever location you're calling us from, if you're a pastor, this is a deaconess talking. If you're a pastor of a church, like I always say, pastors are going through a lot. They're also humans. If you want us to bring this awareness to your church, we're available. Our phone numbers are 0812 809 4992, 0812 809 4992. Madam Tracy's phone number is 0803 406 2076.
All right, thank you very much.
Please let me call the last number. Thank you very much. The pharmacist number.
Okay, address.
Okay, let me just call her number and then you mention the address. 0912 737 9719. 0912 737 9719. That's the pharmacist.
Okay, we forgot to also say that people suffering from arthritis, waist pain, any kind of body pain can also use Emerald Elixir. Okay, you're having infection, you can also come for it. So whatever problem you have, just as we said earlier, it supports over 300 diseases because of the licorice, the brassica, carica papaya, and its alkaline base. So these active ingredients put together, natural product, no additive, no preservative. They are all natural. So if you are to come tomorrow, you will understand why Emira Eliza is better. So you will come to number 1 Odebumi Street.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you
number
very much.
1 Odebumi Street.
All right.
At Macon bus stop.
All right.
Akowonjo Road.
Thank you very
Egbeda.
much.
And
Your
then
name once again, please.
My name is Ambassador Tracy Anene, and the phone number again is 08034062076.
All right. What's your name, please? We've actually have been getting. I don't.
Pharmacist Isioma Oshele.
All right. Ma'am, your name, please.
Deaconess Deacon Victor,
Thank
also
you.
known as Didi.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually overstayed. We sincerely do appreciate you joining us on the evening rush today. My name is Esther Wachuku. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.